Hey, good morning, guys and gals. Hey, look, this video right here, we're going to go over how to assign some FX to each individual channel, as well as how to save those channels and save your scene. Okay. Now, up here on the pastor's mic, I got a SM57, and I've actually got it labeled as a Shure 7B. Oh, only because I'm too lazy to go up there and switch it, but it's the same process. It's real simple. Okay. So here we are. I'm going to highlight this channel, and now we're going to look at it here. And as you can see, I've got the gate set. You can see it coming down right there when I'm silent. I've got my input, my gain set over here. I want it around that -18. Okay, this is the best signal to noise ratio you can get. This has nothing to do with how much the volume is going to come out of your speakers or how you're going to blend it in. That is going to be done by these faders right down here. Okay, if you notice, if I lower it, the output signal is going to lower. If I raise it up, then the output signal is going to raise up as well. Okay, so the only thing that we want to do with the gain is to set our input signal. Now, the reason for this is because of recording purposes as well as live sound enforcement. Okay, so let's take a look in Reaper. Okay, guys, as you can see now, as I've got this set up, this is my X32 template. Let me see here. Project templates, as you can see down here, X32. I am using the ASIO file. I've got 32 channels coming in. I've got 32 channels going out. All it's doing is making a loop from the X32 rack. And the reason I have the 32 channels, guys, is because I'm using the S16. Okay? So I've got it armed to record. And there's my input signal. As you can see, I'm just about dead on that -18. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back over to the X32 edit. Okay, so here we are back in the edit. So as you can see, I've got my noise gate set. I've got the EQ set, which is the low cutoff. I've got my compressor set. As you can see it coming down here. If I start to get a little too loud, you can see it coming down. On vocals, guys, you never want to compress more than 6 dBs. Okay, it is what it is. Up here to the main out, I've got it going to the main out, so that would be coming through my front of house. Now, how do we apply FX to this particular channel? Well, it's right here. Okay, if I turn this on and then I come over to my FX, you can see where it says Insert Channel 1. I've got all these choices. Okay, but I'm going to say Insert Channel 1, and then I would bring this up, and this is where I would adjust, okay, this particular FX. That's all there is to it. That's how you set an FX on individual channels, okay? And that's all there is to it. Now, if I want to save channel 1, I like the way that it is, okay? I like the way my gate is, my EQ, my compressor. I've got it going to the left and right out. I can assign it to a DCA group here. I can assign it or assign it to a mute group. Okay. Regardless of what I do with this, if I want to save all of this, I'm going to come to the right and I'm going to hit select all, save as preset. Okay. Now, as you can see, the extension on this is CHN. And as you can see, I've got it set right here as pastor, but I can come up here and change it to whatever I want to. I'm simply going to say video. Now, this is saving it to my laptop computer. Okay, so I'm going to hit save. So now, let's say that I come up and I've got a totally different gig. Okay, and I've got something else that I want to use on that channel. Then I would sit here and say load preset, and I can come up over here and I can totally just zero this out. As you can see now, everything on channel 1 has been put like it was a factory reset. Okay? So again, if you want to come in here and say, you know what, I changed my mind. Let's go ahead and go with that Shure 7B. We're going to select all because we want it to put everything back. And we go load, and right there we are, guys. It's just that simple. Okay. So now that we have everything set up, now when we want to save it, we want to save everything, and now we're going to save it as a scene. Okay. Now you can see the extension down here, .scn. I'm simply going to go video. Okay. Now it's going to save it. So now if I come up here and say, you know what, I'm going to load a scene now, and I can come over here and go 0. Boom, all the way across my board, guys. Okay. As you can see now, nothing comes in. Everything, this is basically just like doing a factory reset, except you're not doing a factory reset. When you do a factory reset on the X32 mixers, you're going to delete everything. Your saved scenes, your snippets, your libraries that you have made up. It will still put in the libraries that came with that particular firmware, okay? But anything that you've done custom, you're going to lose, okay? So we simply say load scene. And here, as you can see, I've got the pastor scene. We're going to put this in. And now everything comes right back up how we left it, okay? Now, how do we apply FX to a bus? Well, and the reason, let me explain this scene to you right here. This was for a church. They're doing a Zoom where they're putting this out on Facebook, and they also are putting this outside in their parking lot. Okay, so if you wanted to add an FX to bus number 3, you would come up here to FX, as you can see, bus 02, and here I've got the limiter set on bus number 3. That's all I did. Okay. Now, because this is a stereo link, I think I've got it stereo linked. And if not, it doesn't matter. It's still going out to this same thing. You would bring it up here. You would make your adjustments. Now, the reason that I want to show you this is because you say, okay, that's bus number 3. Well, it's also output number 3. If you come up here and look at the way I've got it routed, and you come over here to the XLR outs, okay, out 1 through 16. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, out through 116. You'll see bus number 3 outside. So you literally just take a XLR cable, plug it into output number 3. You run it outside. You hook it to a powered speaker, and now everything that's going through that bus is going to come out of channel 3 or output 3. Okay. So you can sit here and just stack these up on top of each other all day long. Okay. And that's it. I went through this kind of fast. I apologize, but it really is simple, guys. Okay. You want to put a FX on channel 1. You simply come over here to FX ends. You come over to your FX. You come over here to where it says insert. And I want to make sure that we're going there. And there it is right there. Okay, you can see it's coming in here on one channel and it's leaving out on one channel. Now, the reason it's leaving out a little bit hotter than it's coming in is because I have the output gain raised up, as you can see, output gain right here. And I do this because if you're going to stream live audio, you need to have a little bit stronger signal, but that's another video. Okay? Same thing. You want to do it to your bus, come down to your bus, come up to your FX, grab the bus you want to apply it to, and same thing. If you wanted to put this limiter on your main, okay, or your middle channel, then you would click this. All right? And that's it, guys. I hope this helps. Take care. God bless. And we are out of here.